you have to stop cutting corners. Whatever you're doing right now, if you're not doing it 100%, you might as well not do it. What's up, Unbroken Nation? Hope that you're doing well, my friends. I'm very excited to be back with you with another episode live from my chair. I'm finally able to sit down in a normal chair, which is super exciting. Recovering from the surgery is going very well. Went to the doctor the other day, and he basically told me I can start going to the gym again. So things are progressing. I have to be very, very patient with it, though. Let me be clear. So it'll be a while before I am back up and running at full speed. And so I was thinking about something today. One of my mentors, Russell Brunson, I don't know if you know him or not. He started a company called ClickFunnels. They're a pretty significantly sized company. I think they almost had a $1 billion valuation recently. He's a former high school wrestling and college champion, and he was talking about. I remember this from a couple of years ago. He was talking about cutting corners, and he was sharing about how when he was in high school and he was running the track, all of the kids on the wrestling team would run the track, but at the corners, they would cut. Instead of going around the long way, they would cut the corner. And he made a decision to never do that. He said, I'm never going to cut the corner because if I cut the corner here, I'll cut the corner in the match and then I will lose. And I thought that was so incredibly profound because when I was a kid, as many of you know, I wrestled for the vast majority of my childhood. I cut corners all of the time. I was the corner cutting king. If I could cut a corner on a test, in school, with friends, during the workout, in the match, I didn't give a shit. I was going to cut the corner. And I had some success wrestling in high school, but not the success I could have had if I didn't cut the corner. If I would have held myself accountable, if I would have put myself in a position to be successful. And I was thinking about my life and it's in today in this present moment and where I'm at and asking myself, am I cutting corners in my life? Where am I not showing up 100%? Am I actually eating as well as I could eat? Am I waking up as early as I could wake up? Am I creating as much content as I can create? Am I being as authentic in my relationships as I can be? Am I showing up with my wants, needs, and interests and boundaries in the way that I should? Am I leading my teams the way that I can? Like this really, it was really crazy for me to start thinking about this the other day and being like, where am I cutting corners? Where am I not showing up 100%? And I want you to think about this in your life. Where are you not showing up 100%? You see, I recognize that cutting corners actually comes from somewhere. Not showing up, not doing, not following through, not being the best version of yourself. It comes from somewhere. It's learned behavior. Like many of the experiences that we've had in our childhood, like many of the experiences that we've had through our adulthood, we watch the people around us often cut corners, not go hard enough, not do the thing they're supposed to do, right? They're like, I'm going to take this challenge or do this course, and they do a day. Statistically, this is incredibly insane to me. Statistically, 98% of people do not finish reading the book that they start. 98%. That's mind-boggling to me until I sit and I realize, like, oh, I used to be that guy. I used to be the not finishing guy, the not crossing the finish line guy, the not putting in all the effort guy. And you know what happens when you're the not put in the effort guy? You find yourself at 350 pounds, smoking 2 packs a day, drinking yourself to sleep, focused on money instead of impact, focused on finances instead of significance, focused on hurting people instead of helping people because you weren't showing up. That was my experience. And so what I was thinking about why this hit me so hard, and I was like trying to dive deeper into this, I was like, where does this come from? Where does this lack of, it's not even discipline, right? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I'm weighing it, this happening in real time, but more so, where does this come from? And I thought to myself, the only thing I ever saw my parents do was cut corners, find a way to skim people, find a way to get people over. My mother was a masterful liar. My mother's the greatest liar who's ever lived on planet Earth. She could get herself out of any situation on planet Earth, period. We would get food at restaurants for free because she'd find a way to complain, find the manager, get them over there. My mom was the OG Karen. I'm just going to call it what it is. And so my mom was the OG Karen, like straight up. And so she would learn how to get over on people. She would lie to people. She would steal from people. She would hurt people. She would steal from my grandmother, from me even at times, right? She would do all these things. At one point, she was stealing from corporations. She was always finding a corner, always finding a way to get what she wanted in an unhealthy way that did not benefit people, that did not help people. She cut a corner in life and career and relationships and healing. And like every time she'd go to rehab. And look, again, like for everyone who's like, oh my God, your mom was a drug addict. I know this. I know this. I'm not dismissing that. But she never gave it 100%. She never gave it 100%. Because if she would have, I promise you, my mom was incredible. There's a lot of amazing redeeming qualities about her. But the drugs and alcohol took the best of her because of the trauma and her not being willing to go 100% into healing. The only reason I'm here today is because I decided to go 100% into healing. I said, no matter what, you guys know the story. 26 years old, look at myself in the mirror. What am I willing to do to have the life I want to have? No excuses, just results. That meant I was going to stop negotiating with myself. That meant discipline. That meant showing up. That meant being the person that I knew I was capable of being. That meant not cutting corners. Ask yourself, seriously, get real with yourself today. If you're listening to this and you're in the car, you're in the gym, you're at the office, pause this and ask yourself this question: where are you cutting corners in your life? Are you being the best husband or wife? Are you being the best partner? Are you being the best entrepreneur or leader that you can be? Are you being the best person to create value in other people's lives that you can be? Are you showing up for your kids? Are you taking care of your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul, all aspects of you? Are you being authentic and vulnerable? Are you keeping it real? Are you actually showing up as you? Are you showing up 100% you? Or are you cutting corners on who you are? Who are you today? What do you want today? Who do you want to be today? Who is it? Not tomorrow. Tomorrow doesn't fucking matter. It'll come eventually, but today it doesn't matter because today is right now. Where are you cutting corners right now? Are you going to listen to 90% of this podcast and stop? Or are you going to finish it? Are you going to go and start writing a review and then quit? Do you have the email you need to send? Do you have the thing you need to do? Where are you not showing up? Where are you on the track right now of life? Where are you on the track of life running around, and every time you get to the edge, cut a corner? Where are you? Because those corners add up. Because those are extra miles not ran. Those are extra steps not taken. Those are all the areas in your life in which where you could have shown up and progressed and grew, you didn't. And in fact, you reverted. You rescinded because you didn't honor the truth. Go look at yourself in the mirror today. I dare you. I challenge you. I beg you. Go look at yourself in the mirror today and ask yourself, where am I cutting corners? Where do I need to show up? Where do I need to take better care of who it is that I am to be a better person as determined by me? Go finish that course you started today. Go and do the thing you said you were going to do today. Go and show up authentically in your life today. Don't cut the corner. Don't look for the easy road out. Do the hard thing. Do it. Why? Because you're reframing what you're capable of doing when you do the hard thing. As you recall, a couple of weeks ago, I said I'm going to write, before my surgery, I said I'm going to write a book in 7 days. I put it out into the world. I told everybody. I put it on social. I talked about it on the podcast. Put it in my newsletter, the whole nine. I wrote that book in 6 days. No cutting corners. I wrote the book. I got it done. Now, of course, I have to edit it. That's a part of the process. It would be cutting a corner to give you an unedited book. That would make no sense. It would be unfair to you, and it would be me cutting a corner. And that book is on its way, Unbroken Man. I cannot wait to launch this book. It's free. You can get a copy. I will literally give you one. Email me at coaching@thinkunbroken.com with the subject line Unbroken Man. I will give you the PDF for free. If you want to buy a copy, buy a copy. It's up to you. But my point is this. My point is very simple. Ask yourself today, where are you cutting corners? Because every corner that you cut is you taking away from the future you that you can be. Unbroken Nation, my friends, I appreciate you listening. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. Please do me a favor. If you found value in this episode, screenshot it on your phone, post it on your social media, send it to someone in your life. Because if the people in your life are like the people in my life, when they send me a podcast, I listen to it because I know it's bringing value to me. And leave a review. It would mean the world to me. And until next time, my friends, be unbroken. I'll see you.